Hi, my name is Bois and welcome to the brainstorming channel. Now I want to quickly say the purpose of this video isn't to scare you away from investing, but rather be prepared to take advantage of any situation when opportunity comes. So, there are 5 main things changing the investing field right now. Obviously this bug, the evolution of both new and old players, volatility, politics, and of course, Mr. Printer. So, the question is how to take advantage of this new patch. Let's take a deeper look in each subject, starting with the current state of the economy caused by this bug. And don't worry, I'm going to cover this part real quick. As I'm sure most of you already know, we have high unemployment and a slowdown of GDP. Even though the stock market isn't really reflecting that, it doesn't mean it's not real. Also, these companies have a lot of debt. All of this increases fear and uncertainty, which also increases the probability of people saving rather than investing. Even though the feds are really trying to stop people from saving, but more on them later. This bug obviously hurt a lot of the physical industry, such as traveling, hotels, malls, etc. But it reinforced most technology sector that was already considered important building blocks of the future. And here's the thing about this bug. There's still a lot of unknowns, such as when we will get a vaccine, or can this bug continue to evolve? But enough of the obvious. Let's move on to the players. The new players, or what Wall Street like calling dumb money, help increase the volatility of the market. But new investors that are smart also reinforce some of the elements of the market, because thanks to the lockdown, these new investors had plenty of time to learn some basics. For example, if you're a day trader and there's a bunch of new day traders that follows the exact same pattern as the old ones, this increased the probability of that pattern's successfulness. This is what I call the self-fulfilling herd. Now, it's not just day trader affected by this, but also stock picking. There are many famous YouTubers out there, and if one of them buy a new company no one even knew about, well, guess what? That media exposure suddenly increased its probability of getting more support from investors. Because remember, the market is emotional. So in other words, if a company is great, but no one knows about it, well, guess what? It basically remains dead money. Anyways, at the end of the day, the amount of investment information available on the internet will continue to give life to new behavior in the market. And if you want proof, all you have to do is look at all those investing channels and how much they have exploded in this small period of time. This greatly influences the market. Just take a look at Planet 13 for crying out loud. It absolutely exploded thanks to that one guy. So be careful out there. Don't just gamble your money. Now let's talk about what affects volatility. We have new players, high amount of uncertainty, and the trust in the system is very low. There's a lot of FOMO going on, and I agree, even I feel it sometimes. There's market manipulator that does pump and dumps. Also, even if we get past this virus, that means any more virus that happen in the future will affect the stock market greatly, which in turn means people will always play defensively in the stock market, because this crash will leave a big mental scar on everyone. And of course, politics. Let's dive a little deeper into the politics. Now I want to quickly say, I don't give a crap about Democrats or Republicans. To me, both sides are dumb. I hate politics in general, and I'm pretty sure we can all agree that it brings a lot of drama with it, and we don't have time for that. But since it affects the economy, it forces me to talk about it. Alright, you see, we have had this trade war with China for a while now, and it only increased in intensity thanks to this bug. In my opinion, this will cause manufacturing to probably move toward more emerging markets from both US and China side, which in my opinion is actually a great thing because, well, I prefer diversification. But in the short term though, it will be quite chaotic and it will take a little bit of time before order sets in. Now this is the part I may get a lot of dislike, because you can't talk about politics without talking about the coming election. You see, here's the thing. In my opinion, regardless of who wins this election, there will be a lot of chaos, simply because everything is set up perfectly for this. Democrats simply hate Trump with extreme passion, and Trump supporters tend to be a lot of bunker people. They often believe in a lot of conspiracy theories, and they always think the world is against them to begin with. So, yeah. Last but not least, Mr. Powell and Mr. Trump himself. You see, regardless of your political orientation, many of Trump's action and behavior have transformed America from leader of the world to basically the joke of the world. And because of our current situation with unlimited money printing power, this may have a strong effect on the people that would normally have strong trust in the US dollar. And remember, the US dollar is only backed by trust, and without it, it's worthless. Mr. Powell and his unlimited money printing also had another effect, which is to create a new bottom in the stock market. But he also made sure to squeeze the savers into the stock market by cutting interest rate, which basically moved the bottom twice. In conclusion, all of this helped to create this funny looking market. Anyways, so tell me, are you guys jumping into the market, or are you staying in the side and just watching, waiting for that dip? I'm just curious. Me, I'm actually all in. If there's one thing I learned, is that the market can stay rational longer than you can stay solvent. And to me, that holds true to the core. Trust me. Now, it doesn't mean you can't take advantage of the situation, which is exactly what I'm doing. Also, in my next video, I will talk about combo investing. And trust me, it's important because then I can start talking about my M1 finance strategy, which this video will be right after. All my brokers have a form of this strategy. If you like and enjoyed this video, hit that like button, and if not, hit that dislike button, but please tell me why. This is a brainstorming channel. I read and appreciate all feedbacks. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.